What's up, fam? Hey, thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Today, I want to bring a story straight out of the great state of Texas. And it's about a transgender cheerleader who got cut from the college cheer squad because of an altercation they had with one of their fellow teammates. Or was it a camp? But anyway, story, we're going to read it from the Daily Mail. Like I said before, I like going to the Daily Mail because they give you all the details, but it's a lot of stuff there's some deep stuff to uncover on this story. I know you see my other videos, I tell you about how this whole transgender thing is one thing if that's what you want to be and you want to live in your life, live in your own society, be around like-minded people. Because in any other society, I mean, seriously, for people to actually prosper, for everyone, to do well and live in harmony as much as possible. Even the scriptures, talk about being around like-minded people, but they basically talking about, staying away from, the heathens and the people of the world and stuff like that. And, you being the most, you following the Most High. So you gotta be around like-minded people and stay away from the other people. But that should be true life for any situation. I mean, you gotta be around like-minded people in order to really, be yourself. Can't really say succeed because you got some sorry people out there who don't want to do, anything. Just want to lay around and be sorry. And, them like-minded people can stay over there and be sorry and, smoke and drink and get high and do nothing, lay up and watch TV all day and whatever. They can do that. But if you like trying to do a business, you need to be around business-minded people, right? People that are trying to create, trying to produce, trying to, become wealthy. It just goes without saying. So again, with that being said, the transgender community, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But again, you should be around like-minded people, not trying to make others accept or trying to bombard, not necessarily accept, but embrace what you do into their lifestyle. Because truth be told, when people that are not like-minded or not on the same path, when they mix, a lot of times things do not go well for either one or all parties involved. Case in point, let's say you make a lot of money. Let's say you're doing the right thing, working hard, making decent money, paying your bills, taxes, saving a little money, doing what you need to do for you and your family. But then you get family members who ain't on that same wavelength, and you try to help them get jobs or help them get transportation, help them get housing, so they can get on their feet and do their own thing. Granted, they probably won't be living like you, but they may. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what kind of, just depend on their mentality. But in the end, if they're not on the same, if they're not thinking like you're thinking, they're not going to do anything. Everything you bring to them is going to be destroyed. Matter of fact, they might even mess around and mess up your stuff and bring you down. So you got to be smart about it. But then, so like I'm saying, either one or all the people involved, something's going to mess up. Something's not going to turn out right for them. So in this story here, like I say, out of the Daily Mail, and again, the Daily Mail brings you all the details, up-to-date details to the story when they put it out. It reads, trans cheerleader 25 is given assault citation after choking out teammate 17 who called her a, quote, man with a penis, unquote, at cheer camp, as video taken afterwards show attacker saying, I barely touched her. Man, you can get a lot out of this first paragraph. First of all, trans cheerleader, so they let you know it's a male. And when you see the picture, my God, it's not gonna built like a linebacker. So 25. Okay, you 25 years old. Dude, at 25, shouldn't you be like finishing up college, or if you ain't done with college, or out working somewhere, trying to be grown? But you at 25 and you at a cheer camp, you assaulted a freaking 17-year-old girl. And see, that's one of the problems with the whole intermingling with the trans community. Because again, like I've said in before in videos, men and women are not the same. It's bad enough if it was a 17-year-old trans guy, in cheer camp with other 17-year-olds. But this dude's 25. At 25, dude, this son gonna probably weigh good 250. And you look at the pictures. I mean, like I say, he's built like a linebacker. Got tattoos all up, all up and down that body. But then this makeup, ooh man, this makeup is. That's another thing that's scary. I'm gonna go, like I said, all over in this story. The makeup that this person has. Look at it. Well, it's their face is lighter than the rest of their body. That's number one. And then the contour makeup, damn near make them look like a dang female. And then you got the wig and stuff like that. But see, that's the thing about it. And that's why I said before, when I think about it, I can remember back in like the 80s and 90s, women they didn't all try to look the same. Women try to look natural, use their natural beauty. Didn't try to, twerk it or contort it to make it look like you're Asian or like you're half white or whatever the case may be. You just work with what you got and accented it. So but the problem came when the women all try to look the same. Like I was saying, looking Asian or looking doggone near white. Like you got these sisters from this country, really in other countries, using this makeup or this stuff on their face to lighten their skin up, using this lotion and stuff to lighten their skin up to look damn near white when they like 2 times dark as me last year, and now this year they're 2 times lighter than me. I mean, it's like but everybody, like I said, all the females was trying to look the same. Used to be, you could tell the difference between a cross-dresser transgender person and a woman, because the transgender person wore a lot of makeup, and you can tell they wore a lot of makeup, so that would differentiate them from everybody else. But now somehow society has made it to where they want straight women to wear a lot of makeup, and like I said, a lot of contour makeup to make them look like somebody different. So now it's got to the point to where it's a little more difficult to differentiate between a straight woman, a real woman, and a fake woman, and a wannabe woman. And I believe that was the plan altogether. But it's one of those things that it slowly crept up on you to where you didn't see it coming until it happened. And by the time it happened, it was too late. Now it's like what they say, like at the point of no return. Like I said, this world's going, like, it's pretty much damn near like this is the end of time. Let's say end of time and you don't believe it, I do, because this is like getting worse, and eventually it's gonna have to start over. So it's gonna get worse before it gets better. But anyway, let's get back to the story. Averie Chanel Medlock, 25, was booted from the Ranger College cheerleading camp and given a criminal assault by physical contact citation last week. And then, Medlock allegedly choked out a teammate named Carly, who said she was making transphobic remarks that she shouldn't be allowed on the team. I see nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't be allowed on the team. You really shouldn't. How many times we talked about it? The guy out there in Penn State or whatever college it was, swimming laps around these women because he wanted to be transgender, was average at best swim on the men's team, but then went on the girls team and just, breaking records. You see these fights with the wrestling matches or these mixed martial arts matches where these dudes who want to be women all of a sudden, they go in there and they fighting these women and fighting these girls, and they damn near killing them, just overmatched and overpowering them. But I give a shout out to the one college team who said they just was not going to participate in the swimming match if that dude was in there. And so they had to go and kick him out of there. That's what you got to do. You got to stand together. Shout out to Dave Chappelle because he told y'all that, but y'all got mad and want to cancel this dude because he hurt your feelings, because a lot of y'all got these LGBT people in your family. But it's like, shoot, the dude was telling you the truth of what's going to happen, what was coming, and how to combat that. Footage from the incident showed teammates telling Medlock she was a man, while Carly's father, Mike Jones, assists. There's footage of the assault. Okay, so back to Medlock, booted from the team, got the assault charge. She's accused of choking a 17-year-old teammate. Dude, you 25 years old. A 25-year-old man shouldn't even be fighting a 17-year-old boy. Well, sometimes these boys are pretty big, but still, a 25-year-old linebacker should not be putting their hands on a 17-year-old female. Period. I don't give a damn if you think you're a woman or not. But the big kicker is, we're gonna get to that though. What really may make this story change people's point of view and some laws and some rules here pretty soon. It said the girl and other teammates allegedly locked themselves in a locker room to hide from the raging Medlock, who claimed that she was being targeted for her race and gender. So yes, this is a brother, and you choking out a little white girl. Man, if you was straight heterosexual male and you took out a little white girl, you were 25, she was 17, you wouldn't get no citation. Especially if they got footage of the assault. Nah, bro, you wouldn't be no citation. You will be handcuffed and you would have been taken to jail. So I'm surprised that ain't happened yet. But if it is video footage of the assault, watch what happened. He said Medlock posted a video on her Facebook where she can be heard talking to teammates. What do I call them teammates? It was just a camp, albeit angrily, which she said proved she had not been physically violent during the argument. Jones, however, has said the video is only a part of the truth and has called for security footage and body cam footage from the police response to be released. During that clip, Averie can be heard to say, "If anyone has a problem, come address it to my face like an adult." You talking a 17-year-old. I don't know how old everybody else is, but the only age I see is 17. You talking to a 17-year-old, telling a 17-year-old to come outside and fight your big ass like a man, like an adult. Seriously, or confront you like an adult. You gonna choke her out? And they say choked her out. So she choked her out. From the definition I know of choking out, meant that she passed out. Now you could say attempted to strangle or strangled, tried to choke her out, but they said choked her out. So to me, I think that youngin passed out. It said that I barely touched Carly and that she said she was only joking. So that kind of contradicted that she said she didn't do anything. There you go. That appears to contradict the other video page. From the other side of the door, female voices could also be heard telling Medlock, "You're a man and you have a penis." That's how you know they were kids. Because only kids would say something like that. So you're a man, you have a penis, Little Valley girl, that's come on now. A friend of Medlock's, who's probably the same as her, who was stood outside, told the girls behind the door that they crossed the line. Why they crossed? With Medlock ended the confrontation by saying, "There's no beef between me and you. Sorry to upset you." Well, guys, and then she said here, quote, "Well, guys, I'm officially retired as a cheerleader as of last night at 5:30 a.m. What the hell was y'all? Well, I guess must have been an overnight camp. That's probably what it was. Because I'm not really understanding how they out at 1 o'clock in the morning at a camp, unless it's like overnight. Medlock wrote in a Facebook post, which she shared last week, also over a week ago. "A girl on the team was being very disrespectful and told me I am a man with a penis. And man and penis is capitalized. And that guys should not be on the team." Dude, you shouldn't be. Why don't y'all create a transgender team? Like seriously. Transgender sports. I mean, shoot. Don't mess up and be like the WNBA or the lingerie football league where only a few people watch it. And the only way, the WNBA, the only way you can make money is if you're supplemented by the NBA. But thinking that you deserve equal pay and equal, respect, and then blame the men because y'all sport is not popular when the women are the one who talk about being equal and they should do the same thing a man do. So why the women ain't going to these dang on me events and watching, and selling out these WNBA games? Yeah, y'all don't. But see, they know that's the thing about it. That's why they want to be a part of what you do. This is different from back in the day when black folks were doing their own thing, and then the white folks took them on, like Negro League baseball. White folks didn't want them, but then once they realized that the brothers and the sisters, because some of them own teams too, were making a lot of money in the black community, they integrated them. to play baseball, to take them dollars. They made an offer that I don't know, I guess they couldn't refuse. And even with like these businesses in the black community, now they come into the black community. There was a time when they wouldn't even want to be caught dead in the black community. And they start putting business in the black community because they want that money. They don't want you, but they want that money. But anyway, again, this dude said I stood up for myself, and she called her mom and dad because she was scared because I stood up for myself. Nigga, you 25. If my daughter, I got a 18, well, she about to be 18-year-old daughter, and I got one that's 26, but I got an 18-year-old, so I'm thinking the age difference and the way they look. But not saying, but we're talking about a 26-year-old dude. But if my 17-year-old daughter said a grown man, transgender or not, put his hands on her, it's on and popping. Especially a situation like this. Now, if it was a girl, I might call some people to go handle that. You know what I'm saying? I know some people that can handle that for me, albeit it's a female. But if it was a dude playing like a woman, I don't care. Done deal. I stood up for myself, and she called her mom and dad because she was scared because I stood up for myself. Whatever. Her father said she still has testosterone and a penis, and I would kill anyone who comes after my daughter. Hey, I don't see nothing wrong with that. It say Jones' account of the incident was far different, however, right in the Facebook post that he was called by his terrified daughter at 1 a.m. in the morning. Y'all should have been asleep. After she barricaded herself behind her door to hide from Medlock. So yeah, something went on. Who had allegedly choked her out. Several teammates corroborate the account. And that's one thing. My God, I said this dude is big. But anyway, that's another thing is to talk about things with races. You 25, you should know better. You can't be a 25-year-old dude hanging around a whole bunch of white girls. It just, I don't care what you're trying to be. And they all did exactly what they were supposed to do, and they stayed on code. Whether they tell the truth or telling a lie, they stuck together to get your big black burly penis having butt up out the cheer squad. What did you think was gonna happen? Then your feelings hurt. He said, I asked you what you would have done when you received a phone call at 1 o'clock in the morning from your daughter. Oh, I would have came guns a-blazing. Let's see. And let's see. Speaking to, yeah, this is a pretty long article, but let's say go to the end. It says, speaking to KTAB, Medlock insists problems were started by Jones and Carly and that she was being targeted because of her gender. Well, I thought it was race. Was it race or gender? They knew I was a trans. They knew I was different from all the other girls. Nigga, you ain't a girl. It wasn't a big deal until her dad came up there and made a scene, she said. I was kicked off the team for assumptions because of the dad's assumptions of what happened. Well, that's usually how it goes. The outlet noted that throughout her conversation with Medlock, she repeatedly claimed the citation she received was only for assault, yet a copy of the citation and a call to the Eastland County District Attorney's Office revealed it was for unwanted touching. Oh, so you might go to jail either for beating up the white girl or molesting her. In the video of the altercation, Medlock posted, which consists of mostly an audio, the cheerleader can be heard telling off teammates behind a closed door for their transphobic comments. She's also heard telling teammates that she barely touched Carly and insists any contact was merely a joke, really, but something like, say, B, come outside then, Medlock tells one of them, women locked in the room. You're a man, the woman responds, with Medlock responding, she's a girl. The woman in the room says, you have a penis. Oh, that's crazy. Say Ranger Call takes all allegations of the nature seriously and is committed to providing a learning environment free of discrimination. At the time, I think it said something about they're gonna do a Title IX investigation on this, which is like ridiculous. But it said news of the debacle come as a place of transgender people in sports had hotly debated across the country at UPenn after University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas smashed swimming records to win the NCAA Division I Women's National Championship. Like I say, then after that, the girls just started dropping out of sports, the events that she was in. Then it says also, Thomas was born a male and competed on the UPenn men's team from 2017 to 2020, but transitioned and began competing and racking up medals with the women's teams in 2021. So yeah, like I said, this story here, like I said, one, if it was my daughter, said a grown man, 25 years old, came on her, putting his hands on her, they better hope that the police got there before I did. One, because like I say, she a baby, and you're a dude. Like I said, it's, because she don't know, she's young, don't know no better. She's in a situation that she did not put herself in. This is something. Number one, I would think that the dad may have a legal right to sue the school or whoever's over the cheer competition for this. That would that would cause a ripple effect with these laws and these rules with the transgender people. Again, I know the history of, let's go back to my people, of racism and how we were discriminated against and brought over to work, and then when we feel like not working, they wanted to, do away with us. Those of us that made money, were doing things with our lives, they lynched us, separate our families and stuff like that. They wanted to be separate, and we was like, fine, let's be separate. I can say now, if you don't want us to, let us be separate. Just give us the same opportunity, the same resources that everybody else have, and just let us be. I got no problem with working for, or being over or whatever, anybody of any other race, of any other gender. If we can all live in harmony, that's great. But if we continue to be in a society that discriminates against people, then I see nothing wrong with, separating if need be. It's just as long as, like I say, everybody get the same resources. Why don't you just let people be? Because, if you don't want to be around me, or if I don't want to be around you, there's no need for us to force each other to try to live in harmony when it never happened. Now, we can probably work together. When it comes to making money, you'd be surprised. I've seen whites, blacks, Crips and Bloods, sworn enemies make money together, all the time. But other than that, once we get away from the workplace, we just go home and do our thing. You feel me? So why can't it be the same thing when it comes to these people here? You're in a society that will not accept you, and those that do accept you, like I say, there's going to be a time where things are not going to turn out right for everybody. So my thing is, just like I said, people create, like I say, a separate society, do what you got to do, to live in harmony with the people who, like I say, like-minded people. But anyway, let me get out of here. It's getting kind of dark. I'm gonna go on back inside, get ready to shut it down for the night. But I just had to make this video because I saw this story and I said, I can't wait till tomorrow. Let me go and do it tonight. Tell me what you think. Leave your comment below and share it with the world. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.